Chapter 4. Simon. Simon watched the girl walk away, a cloud of anger around her. He was bemused. She had not responded correctly. He had started to moonweave, and she had broken it. She had snapped it with anger. He was interested. He followed her. He slipped gradually into a half-state, near mist than form. It was easy, like dreaming really. Just let go of body and drift. His consciousness held molecules together with tendrils of thought. He blended with the shadows and became the air. She would never see. He flowed beneath trees, slid along walls, cut corners through dying autumn flowers. He always kept her in sight. She walked fast, shimmering the crisp air with her breath. They usually came to him when his eyes softened with the moon, when he crushed his voice like velvet. They let him caress them. They tipped their heads back and drowned in the stars while he stroked exposed throat and wallowed in conquest. Sometimes he let them go and allowed them to think it a dream. He left before they broke the spell of his eyes to sit blinking and head shaking in cold pre-dawn wind. Sometimes the dark hunger awoke too strong to hold. He clenched them tight, sank fangs deep into yielding neck, and fed on the thick, hot soup of their life. He was lost in the throbbing ecstasy song of blood pumping, life spurting until blood horror and life ebbed, and he abandoned the limp remnants to see dark sleep. He stood at the wooden gate, watching the girl enter a forest-green door with diamond windows. He trembled with desire. Lights came on in the house. He circled it. Peering in windows, a peeping Tom. Ecstasy denied. He inhaled details from the golden warmth he could never have, an oriental carpet, an antique armoire, cream kitchen tiles, and a painting of bright, crazed, laughing girls. His eyes narrowed. The girls in the painting looked right at him. Just a painting, he chided. But he felt mocked, and an anger rumbled deep in his throat. The lights downstairs dimmed. A light came on above. She goes to sleep, he thought, and begrudged her rest when he had none. He paced her garden with slinking gait, examining basement windows and garage doors. He could not enter unless invited, but he liked to know the ways in and out, if needed. The animal was close to the surface tonight. It reminded him of when he first changed, when he roamed the woods like a beast for what seemed an eternity, mindless from shock. Threads of memory clung to him, though most was a blur. Images sparked bright at times, pictures frozen in the muted green light of the forest, savage corpses of animals or a gamekeeper crumbled and drained amid the fallen leaves, his head barely attached to his neck. Simon could not even ever control it then, and his attack was fierce, made vicious by his own fear. It took a long time to regain the capacity to think. It took longer to leave the forest, but the forest had never left him. Tonight it echoed in him like owl cries and pine needles rustling. He marked his territory like a wolf and urinated on the back doorsteps. It helped a little. I know where you live, he thought. He walked then. He walked long and far, beating the anger beneath his feet. The quiet, dream-laden suburbs gave way to the street life of the urban fringe. Here the street pulsed with light from corner bars and pizza palaces, late-night video game arcades, and record stores that seemed to never close. The hot boys stood on the street corners whispering promises of romances to girls in leather skirts who never knew that they were lies. Groups of lonely people huddled together against the dark. He felt a kinship here. He was as separate as they amid the crowd. No one saw him. He was too much like the undernourished, ill-clad street waifs of this jangling street to catch an eye. A group of boys ran laughing down the sidewalk, one waving a shirt above his head, bare chest drunk. Girls paraded bargain stores, fashions, their bleached hair and bedroom eyes hiding the fear that they weren't good enough. Soon the cold would force them inside, so they clutched at lost summer. Simon drifted off the main road to the dark streets. He hummed pitch-perfect a song he had gathered along the way. It was one of the angry songs he enjoyed. He beat out its striving rhythm on his thigh as he walked. Occasionally he'd sing a phrase when he remembered the words. He paced the uneven pavement in front of row houses with peeling paint but well-scrubbed steps. Through one uncurtained window at a corner house, he saw a woman on a man's lap in a shabby chair. They were laughing at a game show on TV. He could have stood there unnoticed for an hour. Suddenly he wanted to smash the window. and scream, "Look at me."